Hi, it's Curtis Ray here. What are the fees inside of MPI? Tell me if this sounds familiar. MPI is a very expensive life insurance plan. Or you should never combine your life insurance and investments in the same plan. It sounds familiar because we've all heard this countless times from influencers such as Dave Ramsey and most financial advisors. The reason I adamantly disagree is because I've done the math, and the math says MPI is some of the lowest possible management fees of any retirement plan. So who is accurate? So if you've ever watched any of my videos, then you're going to know my mantra is, let's show the math, because the math never lies. There's no need to rely on assertions without proof, especially when these advisors' income depends on trusting them without the proof. First, let's address the two mainstream fee structures. Compounding fees are calculated on the percent of your account value. So as your account grows, the percent may stay the same, but the dollars you pay increases. Less dollars are paid in the beginning because your account is small, so most people automatically assume this is the better and less expensive route. However, as your account compounds and increases in size, the total dollar amount of fees also compound and increases in size, becoming extremely large as time goes on and eating away a large part of your retirement nest egg. This is most common with the 401k, IRA, Roth IRA, and even low-cost index funds. Most advisors will sell this as being on the same side of the table as you are, meaning as your account increases, they get paid more and vice versa. The flaw with this logic is that even in years that your account decreased in size, your advisor still gets paid. That sounds like an entirely different side of the table. The other type of fee structure is called decreasing fees, which is larger in the beginning because they're based off the amount contributed and not off your account value. As the account matures and grows, fees as a percent according to your account value diminishes significantly because all the growth remains in your account. This is typically found in insurance-based strategies. Either or both can make sense depending on your unique situation. Compounding fees have an advantage in short-term investments, and decreasing fees typically have an advantage in long-term retirement plans. This might explain why most people believe their fees are low, because they are only considering the early years. So you can better understand why MPI is built as a decreasing fee plan and may be in your best interest if you're a long-term thinker. Let's do the math. This will help you determine the best fee structure for your best retirement. Comparing a traditional retirement plan managed by a financial advisor to the MPI retirement insurance plan, let's look at the compounding fees versus the decreasing fees. The MPI system has two fees built in it. First, the premium charge is the fee charged on any new contributions. It's roughly 3.5% of new money contributed to an MPI plan. The second fee is called an expense charge, which is the cost to set up the plan, including the underwriting process and any compensation I receive. As an example, let's make the following assumption. $6,000 a year contribution to your MPI plan for a 25-year-old. While age impacts underwriting, it has very little effect on the fees inside the MPI, as time in the system is the key to success. The estimated MPI fees look like this. Year 1, $214 or around 3.5% premium charge for the $6,000 contribution. If the contribution was $3,000, it would be exactly half. If you put in $12,000, the premium charge would be exactly double. The expense charge would be around 7.2% of your contribution, or $430. Initially, this might sound like a lot, but let's follow the numbers over the life of the plan. These same expenses are charged for the first 5 years, always based on the contribution of the $6,000 and not the account value. After 5 years, you would have contributed a total of $30,000 with a total premium charge of $1,070 and an expense charge of $2,150 for a grand total of $3,220. Then decreasing fees begin to kick in at the start of the 6th year. Premium charge remains the same, $214, because it's off the $6,000 contribution, but the expense charge drops to an estimated $134, repeating this for 5 more years. Total contributions are now $60,000. Estimated expenses all in are estimated at $4,960 total for the first 10 years. Year 11 and thereafter, the premium charge remains $214 based on the $6,000 per year of contributions on all years you add money. In years you don't contribute or in retirement, this charge will not apply, as it only is when you contribute new money into the MPI system. The expense charge now decreases yet again and permanently drops to $60 per year. All in total fees for 60 years of full service management of your MPI plan, assuming retirement at 60 years old and then passing away at 85, would be an estimated of $13,310. Is that a lot? Let's compare it to the managed Roth IRA with the compounding fees. Assuming a 1% compounding management fee annually by your financial advisor or 401k provider based on a total account value and an 8% growth in your investment strategy, here's what the fees are estimated to look like. Year 1, an investment is $6,000 at a compounding fee of 1% equals around $64. At year 5, the fees charged would total around $1,036. At year 10, the compounding fees now would be $4,213 compared to the $4,960 at the same stage in MPI. Very similar. At this stage, MPI fees dramatically decrease, while the compounding fees accelerate. At year 35 or age 60 and starting retirement, the 1% compounding fee is now estimated at $96,849, and the MPI would be around $11,810. Nearly 1/10 the fees of the traditional plan during your nest egg building years. Now in retirement, let's say the advisor cuts his fee from 1% to 0.5%. Assuming 25 years of retirement, the total compounding management fees by a financial advisor would exceed $200,000, while the MPI total fees would be as low as $13,310. The Roth IRA, managed by a 1% financial advisor, could charge you up to 15 times more fees than the MPI Secure Compound Interest Account. But what about the self-managed indexed fund with an expense schedule of 0.1% all in? Total estimated expenses after 60 years is up to $39,576, still up to 3 times more in fees than the MPI system long-term for the same duration. By knowing the difference between compounding fees of the typical managed investments and the decreasing fees within a long-term MPI insurance plan, you can save yourself tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars during your lifetime. That's your money back in your pocket to secure and accelerate your best retirement income potential. I think you should get the full benefit of your earnings, and I'm willing to show you the math. Compare your traditional plan with MPI, apples to apples for the same period for the life of your plan, and you're going to see what I see. A plan that looks good short term and one that is actually best long term. I hope this education regarding fees has helped give you confidence why MPI is a much better long-term plan, knowing that tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars of less fees is one of the many reasons MPI can produce far superior compound results over the traditional plans. I'm Curtis Ray. Always be compounding.